Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Georgia State Panthers and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Georgia State's head coach told me before the game, one of the points coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and beat our best at the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Panthers offense has the ball first today. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Brown wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Trying to get started. And they'll stop him right there on the return. The Mountaineers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Let's talk about App State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Singleton. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but make...
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Right back to the well. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. They're working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finds his man. It's Branch. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The play fake. Turns it upfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Line getting set on 2nd down. from the gun. Right side, it's Branch. Off and running. The 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Hits inside, it's Butler. Thrust that arm out. Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Drops back on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Butler. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. From the gun, it's Butler. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. It's Avery.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Second down, gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Avery. Could not make his way to the corner.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Quick give. It's Murray. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
From deep, it's Coleman. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Moving the pocket, it's Singleton. Finds his target. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On third down, he drops to throw. He wants to go deep. He's got it all right. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the lone running back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Brown wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Pulls it in. It's Washington. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Follows his blocks. It's Martin. Stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They bring him down after a gain of 7. It'll be enough for the first down, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, he's got They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. This time, there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Georgia State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together an 81-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Singleton. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Mountaineers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air, it's Singleton. Rush right in his face. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be fourth down. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the big fella. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big third down. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Left side is Avery. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Going deep. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Fighting Irish on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game in Boone. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, speaking to Coach Loggins at halftime, they have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Out wide right, it's Branch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Back to throw, it's Singleton. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks it in. coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Running inside. It's Hart. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job at handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Out wide left, it's Martin. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down. Brown wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's caught downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Let's go. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he's in. Touchdown, Panthers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Webb. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Trying to make one miss. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Brown will throw it. Under pressure. Slings it downfield. Near the sideline, it's Avery. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, it's Murray. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Right side, it's Murray. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. And the Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Turns up, it's Avery. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Murray. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll go with a direct snap. They put the brakes on it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big box.
Touchdown, Georgia State. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the return, it's Webb. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. RPO complete to open the drive. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. We'll Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, it's Ulatowski. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on fourth. Gonna let it fly. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game.
Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State comes out on the field to get the drive started. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it, and what a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Ulatowski. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
RPO complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got to like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it on the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Rushes on. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity.
Touchdown, Panthers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Coming out with it, it's Coleman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Straight ahead, it's Roberts. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 6.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Pull to the ground.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Keeps it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They punt it away on 4th down. Fields the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football. Man, this has been impressive.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Avery. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. From the gun, looking for a man. Left side is Hart. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They were all over it.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Nothing like stomping the guy in the teeth. When you got him down, they'll try to tack on 3 more.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Deep in the end zone, it's Coleman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. On the move, it's Roberts. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Number 96, on to kick it away.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.